What is going on, everyone, and welcome back to more Black Desert. So, I figured once a week we could do some chill bartering, and I could basically just tell you guys and talk to you about what's happening, progress we made throughout the week, and just like overall cool stuffs while we do some bartering. So, today we're going to be doing a double Margoria, or not Margoria. We're gonna do Hakoven and then maybe some Margoria later if the barters are good. And we are getting close to our next trade route being unlocked in Margoria at like 10.2k or something like that. So yeah, over 10,000 now. We need to restock on crow coins so we can buy more memfrags and capra stones on the weekly. And yeah, that's cool. So, over the past week, hope you guys have checked out some of the guide videos that we posted. And so we had a lot of stuff from the new winter region. So I did a video on like what to expect when you're grinding here, because I assume the most important reason why you're here is because you want the ember or the flame. So I did a quick guide on what to expect there, how to grind more or less properly. We did the Arethia's Limbo, and that was also over here, the Arethia's Limbo. And overall, don't be like intimidated by the 290, 250 AP thing. It's not really a grind check, more as like they recommend the AP because you're killing waves of enemies. They don't really do too much damage, or they could, but ultimately it's more just like a do you know how to play your class check. And yeah, so kill speed is important there more than your DP. So the hardest part is just getting the witch's token to enter the area and grind or do the puzzle. Yo, hold up. I just heard new music. It's raised. They've been changing the music in a lot of different regions, or just like grind spots in general. I think they're all really good. I just don't get a chance to listen to it as much because when I'm not recording, I play with the game sound off completely, and I'm just like watching streamers or listening to a podcast or something, and while I'm doing whatever, like grinding. But yeah, so over the week, we've just had a lot of cool stuff happening, and yeah, just a lot of grind stuff. Tomorrow is a patch day, and other progress we've made is we're actually into progress of trying to buy a pen black star. So people don't really list awakening ones, and I see a lot of main hand ones getting listed, but I'm really looking for awakening now. So we saved up enough money. That's why we're broke again. We're under yeah, we have 2 billion silver left, and don't really know what I'm gonna do. I think my next goal, assuming we get our pen black star, is probably a pen Tungrad ring, and that'll be our next goal. There is zero shot in paying 90 bill for a pen Tungrad ring. If I get that much money, you know what I'm getting? A pen black star offhand whenever that gets listed. So I think the most I'd pay for a pen Tungrad ring is probably like 80 billion, because I don't value 3 AP at 30 billion silver each. So yeah, I think it'll go down eventually. It's like at an all-time high right now for some reason. I don't know why, but if you're buying a pen Tungrad ring for 92 billion, you either grind a lot or something, because I just don't think it's worth it. I'd pay like 80. Also, other things happening next week or that happened previously is I am actually a Pearl Abyss creator now. They have like a content creator thing. So I thought that was pretty cool. I applied for it and got accepted, which is pretty awesome. So last week in NA, we got to do a meetup with a few other creators and the community managers and stuff. So that was pretty awesome. We all took screenshots. I get to show it to you as well. And hold up, let me get this set up. So yeah, there's one of them. Yeah, there's a lot of content creators there from NA and EU, or not EU, but there's creators there. And that was one of them. There's another one. We all try to take pictures. And you know what the hardest thing was? Trying to take a group picture. It's kind of like real life, and there's always that one person who's just like doesn't know, like can't get it perfectly. It was a fun meetup, trust me. There's that one, and then this one we try to take it as well. So that was pretty awesome. Got to take some screenshots with other creators. It was at like the most random time, and dude, they scheduled all of this at like midnight Eastern time. I stayed awake for that. But yeah, so for all of you new to the channel or just watching it, welcome. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for all the support. You guys are pretty sweet. Hopefully you guys are enjoying all the content here. Trying to move or make a shift in my videos to try to be more beginner guide friendly, so I can help new players get into the game, and hopefully we could get stuff like life skilling, grind spots, new content, character development videos. So yeah, I think that would be pretty awesome. So hopefully we can get more new players into the game, and these guides will be informational and educational. So do you have any like suggestions on things you'd want to see? Be sure to check the playlist or somewhere in the description, and there's usually a lot of videos I've already done so far. So, or just join the Discord. All the links are in the description as well. Feel free to ask me any questions in BDO that you may have, and I'll do my best to try to answer it. But yeah, latest content has been Winter Region, which there's a lot of things in the Winter Region that I can't believe it took so many years to get out. And then one thing let's start off with the things that I really liked. So the story, you know how it's all voiceovered, and it's a lot better than like what we had before, which is good. So people who just play this game super casually for the story, I thought it was fantastic. New like region in general was pretty good. It's just after that, there's not much to do in the area. I think a lot of the grind spots were tailored towards more endgame players, because after the story, there's not much reason to be there. So for example, if you are a season character and you're just like, you graduated season, what do? You're probably what, like 240, 250 AP, I think, assuming you're full pen Tuvala and all that stuff, right? So let's look at the new region. It's not really super populated. So this grind spot, the winter tree fossil, I think that one has been like a dead on arrival spot, because first of all, it's not a particular grind spot. It's something you kind of have to use energy on, and then you see a pillar, you use energy, and then like 15 minutes worth of waves spawn, and then you get stuff out of it. Was it really worth it? Not really. I tried it on both the normal and like hard mode version of it. So like the easy difficulty is 250, hard mode is 280. Is it worth the money and or energy? Not really, because it's 100 energy, and the wave, if you're gonna take that much time, it should be at least like an hour for 100 energy or something. So after that, this is kind of a dead on arrival spot, and the money itself, money, silver, whatever you get out of here, I don't even think there's anything important you get there. So let's take a look. Severe Highlands, max stamina artifact. I don't know anyone that actually uses it. If you're looking for these resist crystals, you can just buy them off the market. The only like thing that I think might be actual worth is probably the witch's token, which is super rare in general from any grind spot. The trash here, not worth much, so I think that spot really needs to be revamped because it is not good. After that, what do we have? You are in another grind spot called Jade Starlight Forest. Now this spot is the spot you're gonna be at for the most part. I do have a video on like what to expect there, as I mentioned before, so that's where you're probably gonna spend quite a bit of time grinding. Overall, I like the mechanics. The grind spot is really good, and it's just once you get the flame and build up your embers, there's really no reason to be there again. So all they have to do is probably add like an accessory or something that drops there, and that's it. Add an accessory, and then I think the spot will be pretty good. People will come back. Why is so wonk? So yeah, that's it. You're gonna be there a lot, and then sometimes when you get the witch's token, you get to go to the Arethia's Limbo place, and that's a wave, so you can watch some videos just in case you have it. It's not too bad. It's a solo thing. And then we have the Murrow Wax or the Shuriken Iron Mine. That's a grind spot. So that one I think is a really unique thing that they brought to the game. And so basically what happens is you go in there for, I guess, like an hour, right? And every 15 minutes you kill like a bunch of waves, and then you fight some bosses, and then every 15 minutes you cycle to another room if you want to, and then keep fighting more waves. Now there could be up to 6 other people in like there's 6 different rooms, right? And so you're in your own instance. All the other 5 people plus you have their own instance. Now after an hour or more, assuming the party or the area is full, you get to fight a big boss, and that's the one that drops all the big ticket items. Now it's a cool concept. It's just the rewards there, maybe not the greatest. So in terms of like fixing the grind spots, just add like a rare item that's there, more than just embers. So I think that would just make everything better. But in terms of like exploration, pretty good. There's a lot to do and discover, but if you're there just for like grinding, you're probably in 1 or 2 spots, and that's it. All right, let's see. Let's refresh. What I'm really looking for is C-coins. So 230 Hakoven. I guess. Not like the greatest. Usually, if you're going for a Carrack, wait to cooldown out. Don't hard timer refresh it. $256 Hakoven. We don't even have another herb. Did we even bring another scale? Yeah, we have another scale. Let's see, what else do we have? Scale, butterfly, tier. I think we have that. Scale, butterfly. We don't have another tier though. How many? Oh, that's okay. That's only 68 coins. So let's see. What's what do we have to barter? What are the tier oranges look like? I am not sure what we need. Let's check. We need more herbs, more scales, more dragons, candles. Okay, so herb, scales, dragon, candle. Do we have any of those for barter today? Herbs, check. Scales, check. No dragons or candles. That's fine. Hakoven Island, or not Hakoven, Margoria, kinda garbage. Not worth doing. But yeah. I'm like discovering all the music for the first time that they recently changed up. I think it's pretty good. All right, so let's check this now while we're sailing back. We need 4 purple crystals and 4 lavas. Do we have those? We have purple crystals, check. Lavas, check. Where are the... Okay, right there, easy. Right there, easy. All right, today's a good barter day. So, if you ever wanted to learn how to get into sailing more often, I would recommend checking out some of my older sailing videos. They're kind of a longer video, like, I don't know, under maybe an hour long, but there's just so much information that it's hard to TLDR it for you. So, yep, there's that. Also, if anyone is, for some reason, selling a Pen Black Star Awakening, I will happily max price. I don't know why people would sell it unless you're really just quitting the game. Actually, you know what we could do while we're waiting? Let's actually look and see. All these are Awakening, and see, when the last one was sold. April, last month. 2 months ago. 2 days ago. I remember seeing this, but I didn't, I missed it by like an hour. Like a month ago. Tamers are not in a good spot right now. That's why there hasn't been any listed. I think Valks are pretty good. 3 months ago. 4 days ago for Mooses. That one's a pretty good one. Mooses are in a very good spot right now. May was 2 weeks ago. Ninjas are in a good spot. Last week. Kunos 2 months ago. Week ago. Or Witch. I remember seeing that one too. But I didn't have enough money, I don't think, back then. 1 month ago. I hate how there's so many orders on the Vediant as well. Like, you see other classes, they don't have any orders, only one. Dark Knight has 3 of them, one being mine. But ultimately, it's not a big deal. Whichever one gets listed, I'm gonna put an order on it, because all of those years of having season characters, guess what? If you've played every season, you probably have a lot of weapon exchange coupons. They even gave you a box full of 3 more from like the Calpheon Ball or something. So Guard Brace is Striker. I saw that one 3 days ago. I don't even know why I was up at like 5 in the morning or 6. Mystic. Last week. A month and a half ago. Also a month and a half, or like a month ago. Week ago. Month. Novas are down right now. Another month ago. Month ago. And the last one, I don't really see that many Corsairs, and that's like 2 months. But yeah, one class I thought about playing is, I really wanted to play a Sage. Like, I had fun playing mine on season, but it's like I want to try all these classes, but at the same time I don't want to grind the skill points out for them. Plus, if I played another class, I'd have to like commit and grind lower end spots when I could just go for money and try to make upgrades at the point. So as much as I'd want to tag a character, I feel like I should do some pre-farming first and just like get some skill points and stuff, because it doesn't matter if you're 300 and something AP if you have 0 skill points. And especially if you're grinding in certain areas, your is probably capped anyway. So yeah, my choices if I were to tag a class, it'd probably be I say Zerker now, but that's just because it's like super busted and winning is pretty nice. But if I were to play another one, I'm waiting for the Dracania Awakening. Because I really enjoyed playing Dracania. It's just, I want to see how the Awaken goes. But if the Awaken sucks, I might play Sage. I wanted to play Nova, but then Nova's just kind of slow now. The reason why I picked Dark Knight in the first place was because it's like a pretty quick and flashy class, which I thought was awesome for Nova, and I had fun with it, but then it got nerfed. So I was like, oh, well, maybe not. But Sage right now, I think Sage is in a good spot. So Sage, Guardian, Zerker, Dracania are all classes that I'd probably want to play. But if I had to narrow it down, it'd probably be Sage. We had a butterfly, right? Cool, we're at 1900 coins. One day I should probably try to go back to grinding and get more sea crystals, because honestly, I want to try to get better ones. Like, damage to sea monsters is okay-ish, acceleration is fine, I think the one you want is weight. Also, other things I want to do is clear out all these white arrows on my map. It sounds like the weirdest thing, but I don't know why that's even a thing. Oh, someone listed a Pentungrad for 88. Unfortunately, the gains I would make is so much higher with the Pen Blackstar that I'm just willing to wait as long as it takes to get one. Even though I could just make a new bracket gain right now just by buying a Tungrad ring. I also thought that did I want Eye of the Ruins back in the day? Yeah, I did want Eye of the Ruins, but with the way the meta is and everyone's getting more gear, the 130 HP like is becoming less effective every day. Whereas if you just get AP, overall more effective. So I don't know, unless they do some huge balance change. I don't think HP is a bad stat. I just think AP is like, well, it has been the way to go for all this time. Yeah, overall. Plus I'm trying to make brackets, and do I even have gear? Oh, I'm wearing life steal gear. But yeah, other goals I want to make in the meantime are having 2 Narc earrings, assuming they're at Pen anyway. Then I would go up 18 DP if I had 2 of them, like 10 plus the extra 8 because I have 2 distos, and that brings my DP down by another 8. So if I use that, I'd lose 6 AP but gain 18 DP. And I think overall that's a pretty good exchange once you're at higher levels. If you're like a mid-tier player looking to get into something, I don't think narcs are bad. It's just you kind of want to boost your AP up to a certain point where you think like, oh, when you can hit 309 AP, then that's when you could start sacrificing a little bit of AP for like defensive stats. So that's what I'm gonna do. Right now I'm at 305 with distos, and then if I get a 305 main hand and 298 right now for awakening. If I get to Pen Blackstar, I'll be at 307 distos. Then the goal would be to get two Pen Tungrad rings. That's an extra, what is it, 6? Then I'd have to get a pen offhand. Which actually is the only way, now that I think of it. Unless I get a Deboreka belt at Pen. Or a Deboreka necklace. There's a very little chance that I'm hitting 309 AP with a Kudum, basically. Unless I have full Pen, which is very difficult to do. Alright, we're gonna go do a little bit more bartering. We're gonna get those tier 5 items real quick, but I gotta repair my ship and get the materials we need. we can snipe that thing right here. Literally only shot one of them. Wait, it didn't even what in the world? It missed. Feels bad. Think we can get this one if I miss. By the way, it's actually super easy. Well, not easy. It's just time consuming to get a carrack now. But they made it a lot easier because they have all these random quests around the world or out here that are just like, oh, kill X enemy, and then you get literally days worth of materials. So I'd recommend watching my how to make a carrack video, and I pretty much go over all the materials you need, how to get them, things you could do to start prepping now. And because it's going to take you, I'd probably say at least a month and a half, maybe 2 months to get your carrack, and assuming that you're doing dailies every single day and you don't miss anything. So I'd recommend watching that one. You can get some easy nodes and stuff, how to prepare for it in advance. Like, you pick up certain nodes like 1, 2, 3, 4, and what it will do is you see these workshop nodes. It's on this node, this one, and these two, I believe. And so you get these workshop nodes, and what it gives you is the sails, starlight powder, and whatever iron ore. That's less relevant. The reason why you want to do that is because these starlight powders are what you use to make the enhancing material for your carrack gear. And then you get all these sail like blueprints, and that is what you do or you use to make it. So let's say whatever carrack you have, this is the workshop. Whatever carrack you have, I have the Valor. You need all of these, the blueprints and all that stuff to make the blue gear. And then with the starlight powder, you use these to make the sunset stones. And the sunset stones are basically like black stones or whatever. You use it to upgrade the gear. So those are some tips I can give you. Get those nodes and you could start getting the powder right now. And overall, it is kind of expensive, I'm not gonna lie. Some of these nodes are like let's see. This node is like, I don't know what this is, but it's like 6 total CP for one, and then you have to get 4 of them. So kinda time consuming. So that's what we have. We just need 3 more blue gear parts. It's just, man, I can't even be bothered upgrading my blue carrack gear these days. Sailing is not a bad life skill. I just think it's one of those things you do when you're like watching TV. You set your auto path to somewhere like what I'm doing now, except you do it on your own. Set it to auto path, come back in like 5 minutes, check it, reset auto path to point B. All right, well, that's all the bartering we have for today. If you enjoyed it, be sure to drop a quick like on the video, and we will see you guys again tomorrow. Have a fantastic day. Thanks for all the likes and all the people who are thinking of subbing to the channel. You guys are awesome, and see you guys later.